or something. I don't know. What do you think? You like that intro?
Oh yeah.
You like that? I like that intro.
I like that intro.
It gives me time to prepare for the show. You know,
There's something very calming about a starry night. Something about it, it allows you to settle. It's just such a nice feeling, you know?
Yeah.
is it a starry night where you're at?
Well, with your intro, it gave a little bit of like it looked like a starry night. I liked it.
Yeah, it gives you that galactic feeling. That's
Yeah,
what we're going
makes me
for.
just feel. Yeah, I'm loving it. It's good.
Yeah, that's what we're going for. We are the Intergalactic Comic Promotion Channel, and we go everywhere. And I do mean everywhere, because, I mean, some of you may have seen some of the Fourth Wall interviews where I've gone to other universes and interviewed characters from comic books. It's fun. It's fun. I love my job, man.
Oh yeah.
Look, Ghost Pepper, how you doing, brother?
Good, man. I can't complain. Can't complain. Nobody cares if I do. So, so might as well enjoy it, right?
Well, sometimes the topics are fun. Sometimes the things we complain about are fun to complain about. You got to admit, right? Come on now. Anybody, if you don't admit it, you're lying. Sometimes you like complaining about shit.
Well, especially if you got a good comedic riff and the people are anticipating it, it could be a good time. I can respect that.
Yeah, I mean, some people, that's their whole gig, right? You know, so roll with it, everybody. Whatever makes you happy, man, do it. So over here in the chat, hey, my boy Ghosty's on top. He's over here posting links to this particular campaign that we're about to talk about. First, though, I have questions. See, I saw the Dante interview. Okay, I've seen Dante interview you. I've seen Lori interview you. I've seen Karen kind of diss you and ignore you. But I've talked to you a few times about a few different things. Mainly this book, but a few different things, right? Where'd it come from?
Where did the book come from?
Where did the idea in your head, the idea drill its way into your mind and say, you need to make a book out of it?
Oh, well, that's very straightforward. So the two sides to that. First side's very short. I've been loving comic books since before I can remember. I had an older brother. And the older brother, basically, when you're a younger sibling, you're basically a sidekick of your older siblings for the first handful of years of your life. The other half to that story is because I moved across country and left family and friends for a work opportunity. I've always been looking for excuses to hang out with my friends via webcam, and we started playing some tabletop RPGs, Dungeons and Dragons in specific. And man, it was a lot of fun. I made a bunch of homebrew campaigns, so there's no modules I followed. It was all my own lore, history. And eventually, the better part of 15 years later, I'm still contributing to the lore of that realm through different campaigns, be it one-shot or otherwise. But I really, really, really wanted to express this story. The thing is, I've never been on the creative side of a comic book up to this point. So I wanted to start strong and finish strong. So I chose a mini series that was based off of one of the shorter stories in the homebrew campaigns that I've run. I took out the characters that existed during that, and I injected my own characters in. And I was very surprised at how easy it was to put this story together, because in my gaming life, it's like my own personal history, if you will. And you'll have to forgive me. I'm doing this off a phone. I can't read that.
That's okay. But I can read it for you. It says roll for adventure. It's roll for
Yes, darn right. It's
Raph. That's Raph dropping in.
That was Raph. Oh, hey Raph. Good to see you, man. Good to hear your voice, or I guess hear your letter characters in this case. But either way, I needed to get this story out of my system. And once initially I wanted this to be a 2-issue short story, but I had enough quality in it. I felt it was a tad too condensed, so I played around with making it 3 issues, and I felt it wasn't spread thin. I thought it was just the right amount of pacing and storytelling. So for the last 2 Aprils, I've been releasing issue 1, issue 2, and this April on the 16th, I'll be releasing on Kickstarters issue 1 and 2 again, and also issue number 3. So I'm super excited to finally be able to talk about the entire story, not just issue 1 and 2, which are out in the wild now.
Oh, out in the wild, he says. Okay, now speaking of your wild, you mentioned moving cross country from one side
Yes.
of Canada to the other. From which side to which did you go?
I went from southern Ontario to western Canada.
See, now you're the
Saskatchewan.
cool stuff. Yeah, see, now you're where the good weed is. All that. You're good. See,
I'm
that one too. You see, I'd have gone west too. Go west, young man.
Yeah.
You know what
So
I'm saying?
yeah, go west, young man. I know that one. So the hard east coast, that's BC. I'm 2 provinces in. So beside BC is Alberta. That's like Wolverine territory from the X-Men. And then I'm 2 more in from there. So Saskatchewan, which is a giant rectangle of a province. It's basically known for wheat. It's literally on their provincial flag. I'm 1 more in from there. So on our flag, we have the Union Jack and a bison. And it's a good time.
Isn't it kind of funny that you got the Union Jack on your flag?
Well, it's just part of history. I'm a big fan of history, so we're very we've had a lot of change.
They get mad at us if we bring up old flags, bro.
Well, it's very interesting. Context is everything, right? So I'm pretty sure if you have the right context and you're talking about those flags, it's a fascinating story. It doesn't mean I'm supporting anything that those flags represent, but it's interesting to consider those, or consider the things that happened. It's history is just stories, right?
They even have a superhero named Union Jack, right? He ain't from Canada.
Yeah. Captain Britain. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's what's the ongoing joke right now is why can't I remember the name of the song? As soon as I hit the chorus, I bet you know what. They fired our guns and the British kept it coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. But at the end, now it's instead of down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico, now it's down the Mississippi to the Gulf of USA.
We're gonna have to change that whole chorus now.
Yeah, the whole thing. Just threw it out the window now.
Yep, got to rewrite the whole freaking song now. Here we go.
Yeah, done.
All right, so as usual, I'm going to ask you a couple questions that have absolutely nothing to do with anything.
Let's do it.
You know, I might have asked you this before because we have spoken before, but what's your favorite album cover art?
The Poet and the Pendulum by Nightwish.
Okay, we have not talked about this before because that's a new one for me. All right, I'm gonna have to go look at that.
Good answer.
It's a relatively newer, like 2008, I believe, is when it came out.
Right.
Unfortunately, that was Nightwish. They had a different singer by that point. They fired the main vocalist who had like godlike operatic ability. And it's no disrespect to the singer who took over that time, but the original singer is uncomparable, or unparalleled, I should say. But that album cover, The Poet and the Pendulum, that's quite a. I just love the design. I love the blue, black, and white contrasting colors. It's beautiful.
See, it's to me that's one of them things that people have lost in the CD and upload era.
I can respect that.
I mean? That was something, man. It actually mattered, right? When you bought an album, I mean, it had to have a cool album cover so you could stand it up over here on the shelf and people could see it, right? And they know you
Yes.
just picked up physical graffiti or whatever. Some of the album covers back in the day were just amazing, right?
Yes.
But that is so lost in the CD and digital era. It's just gone.
Yeah, there's definitely a change. I think for me personally, when the album, as they say, video killed the radio star, or I think music videos was the beginning of the end of the relevance of album covers. They were still relevant, but they slowly died out once the music videos was more and more common. If that makes sense.
See, sometimes the videos complemented the album covers. Sometimes they didn't, right?
Yes.
But I mean, some of these bands had some really creative covers. Rush with hemispheres with the dude standing on the brain, and I mean, there's just a lot of really creative album covers. And when they shrunk it down to CD size, you couldn't see it anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very, very different.
And that's one of the things I love about the albums coming back, the LPs coming back, is have you seen all the different types of vinyl that's coming out? I mean, people are doing just all kinds of amazing things with the new albums. And you get that old, beautiful album cover art that you miss, right? It's very, I mean, but I love it,
It's very interesting when you see individuals that weren't born around those times and they hear about those times and they're so intrigued and interested, it generates a new wave of it. So we have people that are 20 years old right now that don't remember a brand new physical piece of media and getting an album cover, just like you're saying there. But apparently a lot of young folks are there was a trend there for a little while of being infatuated with being a teenager 16 years ago in 2010 for whatever reason, for insert reason here. But I feel there's an infatuation for cover art on many things: comic books, novels, albums, and so forth.
Yeah, I'm a physical media guy, obviously. Okay, I'm surrounded by the physical media. I love it. I see where digital media is needed, like in shipping crises.
Yes.
Okay, nobody wants
My
to
phone's
pay
overheating here.
Nobody wants to pay more than the product costs, right? Nobody
Yes.
to get shipped. Okay, come on, it just doesn't make sense. All right. So, our other guest has arrived. I'm just gonna bring him in. We're all gonna hang out. Ben, right?
Ooh.
You know Ben?
Hello. How are you doing, guys?
What's going on?
Ben, right? You guys know each other?
I'm not sure.
I don't think we've met. I don't think so. It's nice to meet you.
I don't think we've been on a podcast together.
Officially, yeah. It's nice to officially meet you.
Once again, bringing the indie nation together. Here we go. This is what this is one of the things I really love, because I'm gonna find out like a year from now that you guys did some kind of collab or something. Right? That's how this works. Trust me. It's definitely.
I hear you.
But yeah, okay. So we're gonna start out. We're gonna pop up this sign up page for Madcaps, right? And you're gonna tell the people what this is all about, Ray.
Let's do it.
And I won't even get mad if you say who the publisher is. No.
All good, man. I am. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. My phone is heating up a bit. Thankfully, because I'm in winter peg, I've opened the window here and it's cooled it down. But there we go. Okay, it's cooled down. I feel it's colder. It was starting to heat up. Anyways, the Madcaps.
Just in case your phone says, "Nah, I ain't doing this no more."
If I get cut out, it's because my phone said it's had enough. But anyways, the Madcaps is a 3-issue miniseries, fantasy themed. It takes place over one night, and it's about 4 friends meeting up at their hometown for the first time in a while. And They're in the they find themselves in the middle of an undead outbreak, which they help the guards stave off, and one thing leads to another, and these four characters are inclined to believe the undead outbreak has something to do with a local drug issue. There is a lot of intrigue, there's a lot of tension, and of course some action in the first two issues, but the last issue, as it says in this Kickstarter pre-launch, excuse me, these four friends are hunting down a necromancer before she can put a curse on their hometown. These guys have been behind the 8 ball in regards to what's going on, but they just start to catch up at the end, or at the start of this third issue, and things are going to escalate quickly. Couple of things worth noting: these individuals are not the mightiest in the realm, and this is at the end of a night. These guys have pulled an all-nighter. They are not in their best condition. If they try to get help before they go and do the good thing, as good guys do, they won't have enough time. So it is up to the four of them, not in the best of shape, to see if they can actually save a lot of people. If you scroll down to the next issue or cover there, you will see that is the main antagonist. In issue 1 and 2, you don't know anything about these, who's behind this, but this cover reveal was the first time you have any type of inkling. You obviously get the impression that something serious is about to go down. So that's drawn by Harv Salteras. The other cover up top is drawn by my interior artist, Victor Medina. Underneath that, we have one drawn by, he goes by the alias of Pogs Art. And Pogs Art, on both Instagram and Facebook, he has over 175,000 followers. But that cover there, also colored by Dave Kemp, everything white there is going to be glow in the dark, and it's going to be magic. I'm really looking forward to seeing that one myself.
Sweet.
The only other cover I have to show right now, there's one more underneath. This is done by Fish Lee. Shout out to Fish. He did everything, including colors. That cover there of Little Dunanini, who's under 4 feet in height, is going to be a lava foil cover. And that thing's another one that's going to pop, I think. I think it's going to look really, really good.
Rocky likes it. Rocky likes it. Rocky likes it.
Yeah, right. But I've got 6 more covers to show. Did I say that right? Yeah, 6 more, which is a tad excessive for me, but once you see them, it will make more sense. I've traditionally always had one variant cover of each of the 4 characters. So Mike Mez Phillips, who's drawing up Madrakis, the big green guy with the red cape. We also have who am I missing? Why am I drawing a blank? Dunnan, Sarlacc. You know what? I can't actually say anymore. I thought I was drawing a blank, but I'm actually being excessively thorough. But regardless, if I were to sum this up in about a 60-second elevator pitch, if anybody listening right now, if you have friends that you long to see and you don't get to see them near as much as you used to in your youthful times, this could be something as simple as passing each other in a city in a parking lot as you pass on through. And your very inner child is recharged from it. Then this book is definitely something you'll appreciate. This book is an homage to that caliber of camaraderie, told with the theme of fantasy through the medium of a comic book. If any of those things scratches your itch or gives you any interest, sign up on this pre-launch. We are launching in April 16th, but if you hit the notify me on launch button there, what will happen is you will be increasing the algorithm in my favor to make sure that others also get to at least have a chance to say no to this, let alone maybe dive into it. The most important thing ever is that exposure from an indie level. And if you can't even help financially, clicking that notify me on launch will be like leaps and bounds helpful. That's for sure.
It's something we've been preaching for years. Like it says on that banner right there, share this campaign out. Look, this is the one thing that gets me. When we were young and we were all into comics, everybody was always telling their friend about this new comic, and then you do some trades or whatever, and you know, everybody get a chance to read this book. It'd go through the circle, right? Everybody be like, no, we only had to buy it once. Only one person had to buy it. It wasn't no We didn't think about it as a collectible value or anything like that. It was
Right.
a disposable medium. You see what I'm saying? It was a very disposable medium, and it was fun. And it's like the only thing that's missing from that now. Look, sure, the books cost more. They're more involved. The art's much better. I mean, everything costs more to do. We get all that. The thing that's missing is the people telling their friends about the cool book they just read.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good point.
Fans out there on social media telling their friends about the cool book they just read. I see everybody posting about the cool book they have for sale. I need the fans to come out and say, hey, yo, that was freaking badass. Did you guys check this out?
Well, it's funny.
You know what I mean? Not just likes.
Yeah.
Get in there and say something. Post something about it. Tell your friends about the cool stuff.
One thing I try really hard to do is I do a lot of reviews, and I'll find people that are going to be launching soon, or people that just finished a story arc, and I'll ask if they'd like a review to help promote accordingly. Something I think is very important within any community. Great example myself. This is my first time on the creative side. Well, I can't just expect to throw my stuff out there and just take. I wanted to give back,
Right.
So I think lots of people should be doing that. If I can make a review that's anywhere from 100 views to 1,000 views, those are people that are now aware of that book. And I think that's very important rather, that I do my part. That very thing you're talking about.
I really like, I drop like 4 shorts a day on YouTube, right? From clips from various shows. I really like when we get a nice clean clip of a pitch or something, and we can actually use the short to promote the book. And then when that short gets 1,000-something views or whatever, I'm like, yeah, even if it didn't get one buyer, at least I know we took a shot at getting more people to look at it, right?
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to do. Look, I don't tell people, hey, you need to go back to this book, and tell them, go look at it. You might like it. And if you look at it and you don't like it, you might know somebody that would.
Yes.
Tell them about it. It's like,
yes, sir.
Spend a little time being part of the indie nation in the sense of where, like how I started, it was just about helping people, man. COVID shut everything down. All I was trying to do is help people get seen. I'm still trying to do that. And I'm asking people to help, man. I really am asking people to help get these guys seen.
Yeah, that's good, man. I appreciate it.
It's what we do. Ghost.
Yo.
That was a Peter Parker quote.
Yeah, I know.
It's what we do.
Ghost. What do you think, brother? What do you think of this?
Oh man, I'm loving the artwork already.
Now, see, Ray.
I like the bearded axe guy. He's cool.
That's Sarlacc. It's funny you mentioned that. Maybe by as early as tomorrow, I will have a new cover drawn by Jay Sloan. It's getting colored by Dave Kemp. Can't show it yet, but it's the next one I'm debuting. If you guys follow, any of you listening, if you follow me as DM Ray on Facebook or the Madcaps Facebook page, or obviously this pre-launch, you'll be seeing this cover soon. So if you really like Sarlacc, that bearded dwarf, you're going to love this image. I can tell you that with conviction.
Oh, yeah.
Why did you name him after a hole in the desert?
You want the straight answer? I didn't name him. Somebody else did.
Okay.
Sarlacc Swamp Trudger.
Okay.
I'd like to make some. I want him to make some deodorant. We'll call it For Sarlacc's Pit.
Oh,
all of his red armpit hair, like tentacles coming out. That'd be nasty.
Disney probably sue you.
Oh, such a good time. Yeah, I don't want to
Yes,
get sued by Lucas or Disney, or both in this case. They drop the hammer so hard, I'd be flatter than a sheet of paper.
Well, you're one thing. You're lucky you're in Canada, right?
This is true.
You see, you just flipped a bird at him. Oh no, you're copyright. I don't care about those stinking copyright laws.
What a good time.
You know, just use it. You don't live in America. Just use it. Not my problem.
Maple syrup and bacon, baby.
There you go. So when are you launching it, bro?
It's going to be the day before my 15-year anniversary with my wife. That's April 16th. And then the day after that is my wife's 40th birthday. So if I miss one, I got the other. Or I just remember this pre-launch, and I know for the next 2 days I gotta behave myself. That's all. But April 16th, that's when we launch. It's going to be a 30-day launch, and we've got some cool add-ons. I can't talk about it yet, though. There's some stuff you'll see from previous campaigns, including character sheets of the characters based off of 5th edition compatibility of Dungeons and Dragons. There's a map of where the area takes place and lots of other cool stuff, but I have to be tight-lipped about that at the moment.
Yeah.
So-
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Now, when are you launch? I see you said on the 16th. Are you launch party plan?
Say again?
Do you have a launch party plan?
We do have a launch party. My publisher, Philbo Publishing, they're going to be hosting the party just before they hit launch for me. They're running my Kickstarter. We're going to have a really good time. I believe we're launching at like 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I think. Or no, I believe it's 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I think. But
Okay.
April 16th, regardless, sometime in the afternoon, evening.
Okay, well, if you're not launching until 8 Eastern, you should pop into Monday Madness and remind everybody you're about to
Sure.
launch. You see what I'm
Sure,
saying?
man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
We will be live from 6 o'clock on the 16th, obviously.
Beautiful.
I think, I don't know. I have to look at the calendar.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, the Monday before the 16th, that would be, I think that's the 9th, if I remember correctly.
Let me see. You guys see the 13th. The 13th. April 13th would be Monday Madness. Yeah, pop in on the 13th.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, I'm thinking the 16th is the Thursday, not the Friday. That makes sense now to me. I get it. Yeah, I'll happily jump on that. Sounds like a good time, man.
All right. So y'all know what to do. We got a month. We'll probably talk about it a little more. You'll see it coming.
Yes.
Be ready. Madcaps.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna throw down like Greeks holding dishes. #OPA. And we're going to have like I guarantee you guys, we're gonna have like melee, mayhem, monsters. We're gonna have a bunch of malice and a big macabre of mischief and a whole bunch of malevolence as this story arc gets settled. There's going to be, we'll just say this issue has a explosive ending to it, and it's beginning, middle, end. So each issue is an act essentially in the story, and I've been very flattered at the compliments on the storytelling. Obviously, the art, from the coloring to Spawn colorist Dan Kemp, who's colored over 100 issues of Spawn from like 50 to 150 basically. Micah Myers lettering, all the different cover artists, interior artists, Victor Medina. It is flattering that all of these people stuck their neck out for me for my first time being on a comic. Who's this guy? Sure, let's give him a shot. And here we are so far. I'm just having a good time, man.
That's the great thing about the Kickstarter era. It
Yes.
kind of opened the doors. It made it possible for a lot of people that otherwise wouldn't get a nod from Image or any of the,
Yes.
none of them would give a guy like people like us a nod, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it's
you come along with some Dave Kemp, then at least they know him, and they're like, "Oh, maybe we'll give this guy a shot." You see, before that, you know what I mean? It takes that kind of networking, and hopefully you pull some names, and people want to be part of what you're doing, and what you're, your fan base grows. You're what's the name? That phrase I'm looking for? Your body of work grows. You see what I'm saying? And that's important.
Yes. Yeah, you get that synergy. Another cool thing, I just got a message from Dan Kemp. I can't look at it yet because I'm on my phone talking to you guys, but I think he's shown me a couple of images I'm going to be using for a trailer coming out. I've got some pro voice actors on the trailer. We'll be showing off a nice combination of pieces of talent, put together a real beautiful trailer. You'll get some nice surprises. Man, it is torture not being able to talk about the cool stuff I'm about to unveil.
Well, I just want you to know, DM Ray, you need to check out Them's Gaming Madness on Wednesday and Madness Gaming with Chris Brown on Thursday, especially that one because, Lori and everybody, the murder hobos are on the loose. We'd love for you to come hang out with us.
That would be a lot of fun. It's on my bucket list. It just hasn't happened yet, but it's going to. I'm looking forward to that.
We always have room for somebody to just jump in whenever they want. And, if it's just for a short while, you just want to hang out for a couple episodes and get killed off, we can make that happen too.
That sounds like a lot of fun too.
We have a blast. Actually, the other day, Chris let Dustin off the hook.
Yeah.
Dustin rolled the death dice. And Chris let him off the hook. He let Lori heal him. I was like, "Oh."
Karen healed him. How did Karen heal him?
She has a mercy heal.
A mercy heal?
Yeah, a mercy.
That's
heal.
Amazing. I hate you so much. I'll give you mercy, and somehow you'll gain hit points from it. That's amazing.
But she's not Karen in that game. She's mercy in that game. That's.
I see. I misunderstood.
Yeah, we have two different games running all the time.
I didn't realize that.
And we have fun. And anybody that wants to come hang out with us, you're more than welcome. Man. We make room for new characters very, very quickly and easily, right?
I think what I want to do is, on top of that, I also want to see if I can get on the Karen show again. See if Lori will give me another shot at the title. Or maybe I'm the defending champ because she was the one that rage quit that time. That was a great episode.
It was hilarious, man.
Oh man.
I love that.
Yeah, that was good. And then she left, and then the last thing I said, you left. Like, oh hey, this is my show, and then it just cuts out. And that's it. That was great. Such a good time.
It is. We have a great time on the madness, man. We're trying to have fun. That's all.
Oh man.
And that's really what this is all about is people having a good time. There's enough grief and gripe and crap going on in the world. Y'all better open yourself up where you have a little bit of room for fun. I don't care what it is, but have some kind of fun, man, or you're gonna get caught up.
Yeah, you got to have some type of fun, some type of outlet.
Yes. They took my golf away, Ray. My arm's messed up. I got to go to the doctor on Friday.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It sucks.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I don't like doctors, but you can't take away my golf. I'll be going to.
I hear you.
That's what I'm saying. Don't. You gotta keep yourself open to all the fun stuff. And speaking of fun stuff, we got this other guy with us, Brand, and he got some fun stuff too. I don't know, Ray, probably on your phone, you can't even see this, but Vicious Vixens. I'm going to go ahead and play this trailer, and then we're going to talk about this. Are you ready?
Hit it.
My name is Ben Lacy.
We can skip that part if you want. I can just talk to it.
The Lost City of Gold.
Hold on.
But don't worry if you missed the earlier issue.
Oh, there's a good shot for you. There you go.
No, my other comic, Shark of War, I have some of the books up in the background.
Yes. All right. So you got a whole bunch of girls up in here in this team. Tell us what it's all about.
Yeah, this is a spinoff from Shark of War. Basically, in that book, he saves a bunch of women from human traffickers, but he's a shark. He doesn't really save them. He kills the traffickers and leaves them lost at sea. And after that, I started thinking, well, I wonder what happened to those women. And and then I came up with this story. Basically, each of them has a unique skill set. They've been gathered together by the mob for a specific mission, and now they've been blackmailed to have to go on that mission. And in issue 4, they have to fight their way through the jungles of Peru to the lost city of gold. And so this story, this is continuing that story as they're about to enter the lost city of gold.
So we had this show on Sunday mornings, Ben, called Comics Across the Pond.
Right.
Anytime you want to come out and do a read along of that first episode, first issue, we'll do that for you. We'll show everybody. They won't even have to click on it.
Well, if you look up there, if you click on that link where it says read issue 1 free, everyone can read issue 1 for free.
That's what I'm saying. We could do a read along on the show, and then they won't even have to do that. Okay. Some people can't even click on something. You know what I mean? I'm referring to the people that don't know how to hit a share button right now.
Yeah,
some people won't click on nothing, man. You got to actually put it in their face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, there's no email sign up here. There's no you just click that link and it's going to pop right up from a Google Doc. And we're on stretch goal 2 right now. We've hit stretch goal 1. So I'll discuss that, I guess, when we get to the cover with the cosplay cover. Basically, as I mentioned, they've been captured in the jungles of Peru, but they're going to fight their way. They're fighting their way back, and if they survive that, they have to enter the lost city of gold, which is they've been blackmailed into going to try and recover treasure by this rich tech billionaire who's fascinated by archaeology.
Nice. So is this your art?
Oh no, this is okay. Nico. I did some issues of Shark of War, but I'm not nearly that good an artist. This is Nico Turan. He does this book, and he does Samson for me. Yeah, he does some really nice work. He does the inks and the pencils, inks, and colors, and he did one of the covers, which you'll see in a moment. I want to point out that the book is completely done, even the lettering, except for drawing in a couple. Anybody who wants to be, drawn in as a character in the book, everything is done. So I hope to have the digital issue out in a couple weeks once the check's cleared and we draw a couple people in the book. The first cover, the base cover, was kind of a spoof of this Thunderbolts cover where everybody's packed into the page. It's basically a similar cover with the Vixens all packed into the tunnel they're trying to go through.
So all these girls have a different talent. Yeah,
everyone has you've got the leader here is Big Sis. She's the one who's good with the gun. You have the girl who's really strong, the girl who's really fast. I should call them women. The woman who has all the survival skills. Here's the really fast woman. We've been doing a series of cosplay covers where with different models. This is a Nigerian model, Muratala Mercy. She posed here for the character of Jamaica. And since we hit the first stretch goal, the rest of her cover shoot is going to be photo shoot's going to be included.
Nice. All right. So was it by design that they were all kidnapped because of their different skills?
That was kind of like I said, I originally just created the characters as a throwaway. It was going to be like a quick moment of Shark of War. And I started thinking back, well, what happened to them? Why are they in this mess? And what are they going to do next? And then I realized, well, they have each have an ability, and the mob wants them for a special reason. And in issue 3, we finally found out the reason, and now in issue 4, they're actually having to carry out the mission the mob wants them for, or their youngest member, little sis, who's being held captive, will be killed. So they're about.
Ghosty, I got a dog bugging me. Take over for a minute, bud.
All right. So this sparred from a different comic. Well, what's
but
the
you don't
plan?
have to read that comic book, but I give everybody that issue for free anyway too,
right,
in the digital bundle. So the comic now is totally separate. Occasionally characters cross over. Some of the villains especially pop up in both books. But otherwise, they're pretty much independent. They take place in the same universe, obviously, as do all my comic books. Right here, you're looking at the trading card set. Each of the Vixens has their own trading card. This is Knives, who's the most violent of the Vixens, and she's a knife fighter who grew up poor in the streets of Central American country.
All right. Well, what's is this like a one and done and over with, one story and out, or you got big plans for this one? Or?
We're 4 issues in, and if people keep backing it and it keeps doing well, I'll keep going with it. There's more stories to tell. This current arc probably is going to go at least 2 or 3 more issues, and then I have another arc in mind. Basically, I'm inspired by anime. I was going to do a tournament arc where they wind up having to fight other women in a tournament style match, similar to what you see in an anime where there's always a tournament arc in the story.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Go ahead, please.
I was going to say this is also a poster, right? You can get the poster.
Yeah, are you able to scroll down?
No, I can't.
Are we locked? Are we locked because
he's
Pops
got all
is gone,
control of that,
and only he can control the screen. Yeah, there's a poster set of all the women, 11 by 17. There's a cover that he scrolled through briefly by the artist Yum, who's a very popular cover artist noted for doing racier covers. For the first time, we've got a bit of a naughty cover. I hadn't done a naughty cover before. I thought I'd give it a try since he does them well. So we've got that as well. There's 1 day left on the Kickstarter. It ends at 10 o'clock tomorrow night. So I'm hoping people will jump in and back it before then, so we can hit the next stretch goal and maybe get 1 more after that.
Finish strong.
Yeah, that's my hope. Usually you start strong, and then you die for a long time in the middle, and then you
get the lull.
Finish strong. Yeah.
Yes.
So we're doing pretty well here. I'm hoping to break my highest funding, highest backer count here, but it's going to be touch and go to see whether it does it or not. But I'm hoping that your viewers will be interested in this. Like I said, there's no obligation to read issue 1 for free. It's a fun story, very easy read if they want to read it. Has attractive women, but there's also what I hope is a good story behind it, and it's not just
not just eye candy.
Yeah, not just eye candy. It's meant to be like classic Charlie's Angels meets the A-Team kind of storyline, with a little more violent action in there, as you can see from this card here. There's some blood, but nothing too bad. I don't normally do gut spilling out. Blood spurting I'm good with. Gut spilling out is going too far for my taste.
Is it like a rated R? Even the not so racy covers, is it still like kind of rated R?
No, I think this would be maybe borderline R, but probably more PG. The interior would probably be more PG-13. There's a couple of butt shots where there's naked butts, but that's it for the interior art. In fact, again, if we could scroll down, we could see the exact art I'm referring to.
If you want to pull it up yourself, then I can let you share your screen, and then you can scroll yourself.
Yeah, I've got the campaign up. Let me go to campaign.
Unfortunately, I've got to get going. I got to see to my kids here before they're getting them wound down for bed.
Oh, okay.
Make sure to pass on to Pops. This is a great time. Good luck on your campaign.
Okay,
make sure to back his stuff, folks. Anybody watching, he's got 1 day left. Make sure to get in there before it's too late. Thanks again for having me on. I'll talk to you guys later.
Good to see
Thanks
you,
for coming,
Ray.
Ray.
Good to see you, buddy.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Pops. Talk later.
Best of luck, man.
Is Pops back? We were stuck on the screen, and we were talking about trying to take over.
Oh, see, he could have took over. He just didn't.
Oh.
Well, I don't know how to scroll. I can't scroll your screen.
Oh, you had to do is share it yourself there, admin.
Well, that's why
Oh,
I told him if he wants to bring it up, because I didn't have the.
So we were yeah. So if you stop here, you can see the posters. These are the poster set you can get as an add-on, both by Nico Turan. He did the lower right one first, and he decided he wanted to redo it different with a different style, and so that's how we wound up with 2 posters. The price is really good. They're 11 by 17. Come in a rolled up tube for you to make sure they're protected. If you go on a little more, if you can scroll down a little more. Pops back, or did we lose him again?
Yeah,
there he is. Yeah, you can get all my other comic books. And one thing I do with if you get all my other comic books, they are here listed for basically what I sell them for at Comic-Con. Except if you're in the U.S., you get them delivered and you get digital copies as well. So I sell at cons my base covers for like $5 an issue, and I sell that hard copy cover of Shark of War for like $20. So you get if you get the tier that has all my books base covers in it, you're basically paying no more than you would if you came up to me at a con. I really want people to get all my books, so I really try to make them as affordable as possible for people. So that's why you can get all my Shark of War, all the back issues of Vix's Vixens, the 2 issues of Samson, and the 1 issue of the Cthulhu Man, all take place in a shared universe with a little bit of character crossover. Here's what I was mentioning earlier.
Oh yeah,
we got they're going through tight passages. Here's about as racy as the interior art gets. You get a couple of butt shots. Otherwise, it's discreetly hand placement there.
well, but see, that's part of it. That's what you're supposed to do, right?
Yeah,
You allude to. You don't just throw it up there, right? You allude to.
This is not meant to be this is not meant to be some X-rated adult book. It's supposed to be 80s kind of book. Charlie's Angels, the A-Team, Beastmaster, those kind of 80s movies, except hopefully a little more updated and with a cool story to go on it. So here's some of my reviews. A lot of people have enjoyed the book, story as well as the art. Though obviously the art helps sell this kind of book. I was mentioning, the Yum cover, which I think you passed by. He's very popular with people who like that kind of art. So we got a little racier cover for that one. I don't know if there's probably a little more a creative team.
Well, that's important now.
Yeah, well, I want to mention, like I said, we our model for Jamaica is a young Nigerian lady named Muratala Mercy. I think that's most of the. I was mentioning I mentioned that not only the posters but the trading cards as add-ons as well.
I don't see trading cards.
Oh, you went up.
It's at the top.
Right there.
Those,
That's an example. There's a whole set, but that's the
Okay.
example of one of them. I don't know if I think I just showed the one. If we actually opened up the issue 1 comic book, I think the trading cards are shown in the back of that issue as a bonus feature too. But you can get the hard copy of the cards too as an add-on in card stock.
The toughest part of Centralia.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's my version of Latveria, or Genosha or something like that. It's a country between South America and the United States, called Centralia. It's somewhere in Central America. The Caribbean, the Atlantic side of the Caribbean is on one of its coasts. It's basically.
I thought it was going to be like a little oasis in the middle of Australia.
No, it's basically in Central America somewhere. It's ruled by mobsters. The mobs have basically taken over, and they've driven these. The poverty's bad there. They've driven these women to desperate straits. They also, thanks to the events in Shark of War, they also control most of a lot of the international drug trade through their mob queen. So it's very much the Latveria kind of place of my universe. But I didn't want to. It's a little bit inspired by some of the real issues coming out of that region, but I didn't want to use a real country, name a real country, so I just created Centralia.
Yeah, you don't want no cartels coming after you.
Yeah. So it's a fictional place with some real world inspirations.
Some cartel boss be like, "How do you know where my castle is?"
Yeah, I looked up the names of some cartels, and I kind of did do a little play on some of their names for some of the book for Shark of War, but I wasn't going to use a real name of a cartel.
Be safe. Better safe than sorry. Yes. Oh. So look, this one's funded, guys. Ben gets his books out. Okay.
Oh yeah, like I said, this one's done. So the digital edition should be out in a couple weeks. The hard copies will go to print, and I hope to have them out in late April, May timeframe. You can get all 4 of the covers, including the naughtier cover there. But like I said, if you click on that link, you can read it. No cost to you, no risk to you. And my digital issue, not only do I have the $5 digital issue, but you can get all the digital issues of my comics for less than $2 a comic book. On digital, I determined that to be competitive with the big guys. So I think that's one of the better digital deals on here. So
well, this is the cool thing about digital too. It's like it's not costing you any more to produce it.
Right. Yeah. So that's why I'm willing to do that. I'm just trying to get people into the books and hope they'll read my other books and so all 4 issues for $12. That's $3 an issue. And then if you get all my comic books, I think it comes out to less than $2 an issue digitally. And if you're in the U.S., everything includes U.S. shipping in the price, so it's not an extra.
I like it.
So yeah, I'm hoping some of your backers will be interested. Like I said, yeah, all the digital $27, and I think I have 15 comic books now that I've done over the last 5 years. I'm going at about a pace of 3 a year. Every now and then I'm thinking, if I could do 4 or 5 a year, that'd be cool. But
man, you see how ragged Carissa's getting? No.
Oh yeah, I was mentioning. I was immediately thinking of Carissa. She goes 1 a month. I mean, I think that's all she does.
She's going about 1 every 7 weeks since I met her. Okay, and I met her at book 1 way back in the beginning, right? I met her with like 3 days to go on her first campaign. Somebody's like, "Pops, you gotta help her out, give her a push." I'm like, there's 3 days left. What am I gonna do? What can I do with 3 days? So we pushed the hell out of it for 3 days, and then we've been following her ever since. You know, she's the merch queen, man, the merch freaking queen. I don't know
I'm
what.
amazed at some of the stuff, and you know, and then you know, I get artist suggestions, cover artist suggestions. I got some cover artist suggestions from her because she had a couple cover artists that did pretty well for her, and I was like, yeah, I should try something like that, which is how I wound up with the cover.
Is there a Shark of War plushie?
Not in this. There is a Shark of War plushie, but I'm not offering it in this campaign.
Well, I mean, if you got a box of something sitting around, you put it on the add-ons.
I offer it in the Shark of War. Well, I'm running low. I'm probably not going to. I don't really like doing the plushies that much because I don't think I gain enough. I don't think the cost, the juice is necessarily worth the squeeze on them. So, you know, when you figure out the what you can sell them for, and then you got to pack them, and you know, it's using media mail is supposed to be a little iffy for these books anyway. But with you're packing in a plushie, there's no way you can use media mail. So you know, it adds a packing difficulty.
There's so many. That's one thing when I look at what she's doing, and then you look at all the different types of stuff that she ships and everything, and it's like,
yeah, she's getting customs. I'm usually my shark plushie is you know, there's a shark that I get, and that they add my branding to it,
right?
And so so my price is pretty low, but it's still barely worth doing. So I'm kind of like ambivalent about it lately. I didn't offer it here because I figured at most I'd get 2 people that would want it, and it'd just add more to the complication. But if people want want the trading cards or the prints, the covers also are going to be in are offered as add-ons as mini prints. So if you like those 2 covers by they're available as mini prints as well. 6x9 mini prints. And we hit the first stretch goal, like I said. Our model for Jamaica, you know, she did a number of poses, so they'll all be included in the back of the digital edition. For stretch goal 2, we have we're going to give you a bonus digital pack. Even if you're only a $5 bidder, you're going to get 4 more digital comics. So
whose comics are they? What are they?
Let's see. I have to remember. There's Dracula. There's a Dracula one. There's Prey. I have to blow it up and look myself now. I know all the people on there are people I know. You know who shared their comics with me, and so I have access to a number of these kind of books. Let me see if I can. Okay, so we have Alice Fish Lee. I think he got mentioned earlier. Yeah, Fish Lee, Alice in Lost in Wonderland, kind of a steampunk version of Alice.
Good stuff,
I guess.
Good stuff, Fish Gods. That's a good book.
Prey by Bruno Caterino, I think. Pillars of Creation, Aaron Rogalewski, and then Joseph Dewey. I never know if I'm pronouncing his name right, even though he's one of the people I deal with fairly often online. Joseph Dewey is Dracula series, one of his Dracula comic books.
Cool. All right, so there's your next stretch goal. Not far away from that right now.
Yeah, and if we get to 5,000, I'm going to send. I'm going to actually add in a print of some kind as the $5,000 stretch goal, because then it'll be I can justify doing another mini print for people.
Little over a day to go, $350 away from this stretch goal.
Right.
Let's get it, people. Let's get it.
So I'm hopeful to make my highest backer count and my highest dollar amount. And we're in striking distance of it, but it's a little long striking distance. So we'll see if we make it.
350 is doable with 27, and actually 5,000 is doable on the last day. I mean, getting another 800 is doable on the last day, as long as people hit that share button.
No, yeah, I really appreciate that. Yeah,
share button, people. It's right
yeah,
over
yeah.
there.
A little over 4,500 would be my highest number of my highest dollar amount, and 190 backers would be my most number. 192 backers, I think, would be my most backers. So I'm hoping to hit 200, which would definitely be my record. So I'm
you see, that I'm glad that you bring that up, because to me that's the more important number.
Oh yeah, I mean those people might come back. Hopefully,
I mean,
a percentage of them will
hand,
hopefully come back from my other books.
That's books in hand, though. To me, how many people back your book is a lot more important than how much money you made from it, or how much the Kickstarter garnered. Which most of that you got to put into cost anyway. It's not like you made that money, but the amount of people you put the books in their hand. To me, that's the more important number. If you're getting 100, 150 people, 200 people, hopefully, if half of those people tell a friend, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I always ask people to do, but I don't know how often they do, so I don't know. To
me, that's the prod. That's the cattle prod I'm trying to poke people with now. Look, we need to hear from the fans. If you've backed some of Ben's stuff before, go out on social media and tell people, hey, there's only a day left in this. I've backed this stuff before. I think this and this and this and this, and somebody that might want to go back that. But if you don't say nothing, you see what I'm saying? It's like, hey, you make zero shots that you don't take, right? Help your friends out, man. Help the people who are providing this entertainment for you. You want more stuff from Ben? Tell your friends, right? That's what we got to do, and that goes for all creators and all their fans, man. If you love what they're doing and want them to be able to keep doing it, support them in any way you can. Whether it's hitting that share button or backing the book or whatever, if you got comic fan friends or family, I got a granddaughter that loves sharks, right? You see what I'm saying? Gifts, comic books make great gifts, people. They make great gifts. Somebody's into that kind of thing, and maybe they ain't got the money to get it, but you could help them out by getting it for them. Do it.
Yeah, I mean, I know somebody that loves boobs and butts, so this would be right up your alley.
I'm not buying you this book, Ghostface.
Oh man, come on, man.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Oh, it looks fantastic, man. It really looks like
thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you saying
it. Almost looks like just from the art alone, it almost looks like a little bit of comedy in there. The girl's peeking out around like,
there's a few humorous moments there where
you gotta love it.
So you already said, I think I heard you say when I was headed outside that you already plan on, as long as people are buying it, you're going to keep it going.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, this is probably my my most popular book for reasons, I guess you could guess. So, this story arc that we're currently in is probably going to go 3 more issues or so. And then I was talking about how I have plans for more arcs, including like an anime style tournament arc where the women get involved in one of those kumitai type tournaments that you see both in anime and in martial arts pictures.
Nice.
Because because some of them are skilled fighters and can do that, and I thought that would be a lot of fun to do. Play on that Bruce Lee. Which movie was that with where he winds up on where he winds up on that island?
Oh no, that's Enter the Dragon.
Yeah, Enter the Dragon. Thank you. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. I love all the movies. I'm just gonna say that straight up. I loved all of them.
But
so we got Shark of War, and we got the Vicious Vixens. What else you got in your head, Ben?
Well, I've got Samson, which I think I might have been on your show once to promote Samson.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
We promoted Samson. Yeah.
So I'm doing the same thing with Samson. I'm going to have the book all finished before I launch the Kickstarter, and I'm hoping to launch that one probably in June. I think I was wanting to do it in April, but I think other issues I've got going on are going to prevent me from doing it that quickly. But yeah, I'm going to launch Samson issue 3. So there'll be 3 issues of that out. And then I'm going to launch Shark of War again. I think there's going to be 2 more issues of Shark of War, and I'm going to have that series wrapped up for a little while. And I'll just keep going with Vixens and Samson for a while. Again, 3 issues or so a year, maybe 4.
One thing you did say that I believe is smart for every creator. You said as long as the fans are still buying it, I'll still make it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And this is another thing where we go back to the fans. You got to say something too. Let them know. Don't know. You can't quit this. We love this. You see what I'm saying? Give the people what they want. But for you fans, you got to let the man know. You got to let him know that you love it and you don't want it to end. He just said he's about to wrap Shark, a couple more issues, for a little while. He said he didn't say, forever. But
yeah, not forever. But
this is.
I always planned on Shark of War being, not an unending series. It's the kind of story I think that should have an ending to it. Whereas this kind of story with women having adventures can just go on forever, or as long as people want to have it.
Just don't go the route of Jaws with Shark of War. Okay?
Oh, well, the shark in Shark of War is the hero, so it will be different. But
I don't want him getting blown up at the end of the series. I'll hold you to that. All right. Anyway, it's about that time. I smell dinner.
Yeah, I know. I think I smell it too. I'm at my son's house, and he's actually cooking for us. So
yeah,
I'm doing this from his house.
So there's the link. It's in the channel, YouTube channel, and Twitch, and everywhere else over on NEM's YouTube channel, which we're also playing this. I want to thank you guys for popping in, for watching.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
thanks for coming.
Anytime, Ben. Just holler at me, man.
Okay, great. I appreciate it again.
We have enough shows now, but we'll find somewhere to put you. I love what we're doing here. Oh, y'all go check it out. Ghosty, you got anything else at the end here? What you got?
No, I got Wednesday. I'll be on with Java, 7 p.m. Eastern for our shredding episode, making fun of movies and internet in general. So
Nice.
Other than that, man, it's on the madness, man. It's all action.
All right. Well, let's see. Later on tonight, we got Chris Brown and Big Ben with Big Sexy Outdoors. They're going to be talking about the future of hunting, I think, in the state of Pennsylvania. And, always a very entertaining as well as enlightening show. You can learn something from those guys. So go check that out. Tomorrow, of course, we got Taco Tuesday in the morning, and Lori with the Tuesday morning brew. And some Geek Men stuff later in the evening. Joy of Drawing. It's freaking figures. Silver Line late at night. It's just like every day. We got stuff all day. Don't forget about us. We're on Roku too. If you miss an episode on YouTube and it's been put behind the member wall, you can always go check it out on Roku. Okay, go check it out there. We need the views over there, people. We need more views. What can I tell you? Sometimes I got to pimp my own stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And some of you may have seen today, I made a post about offering proofreading skills. Okay. I have references. My rates are more than reasonable from what I hear. So this goes for comics, novels, anything. You want proofreading done, hit me up. Errors don't get by me. They just don't. That's all. That's That's all I got. Ben, I'm
Yep.
throwing this on you. This is what we do. It's the end of the show. There may be something I didn't cover with you, something you wanted to talk about that I didn't bring up. Anything that you wanted to talk about that we didn't cover.
No, I think we hit everything. Well, I guess you know, there are a lot of people who are fans of Yum. So if you you know, I don't know if we dwelled on that very much. So if you like his art, see him on Instagram. It's Yum exclamation point. See his art, and including my cover on it. So if you like his art, I hope you'll check it out. Also, you know, again, top of the page, there's a link to read issue 1 free. No cost to you. You get a free digital comic book just by clicking on that link, and I hope you'll like it enough to want to, you know, get back the campaign and get the book.
There you go. Go read issue number 1 for free, then go back the rest of them. Go get that digital catch up here, whatever you need to do so you can get the whole story. We just appreciate you backing, yo.
Oh, thank you.
You bet. Ben, it's always good to see you. Ghost
Good to see you
Pepper
again.
is always my friend. I will
Yeah, man.
see you on Thursday night. What movie we watching?
I
Rift?
think Rift. One of those Ben Affleck and Matt Damon ones.
Yeah, those two guys. Okay.
Yeah, man.
We'll be watching that Thursday night, 7 o'clock. Ghosty be joining Dustin and myself. Movie night. Because we'll get to do that too. I love what I do, people. You just need to join in. You'll have fun too. I promise. I promise. I'm going to play a couple ads on the way out of here. The first one being the Kalamazoo Comic-Con ad made by our boy Nem for Mark Hodges and the people over at Kalamazoo Comic-Con. Check this out, people. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.
Coming to Kalamazoo. An event so epic that it must be seen to be believed. A celebration so grand it spans 3 days. Kalamazoo Comic-Con. Join us April 10th through 12th, 2026 at the Kalamazoo Expo Center, 2900 Lake Street, Kalamazoo, Michigan. Doors open Friday from noon to 7 p.m., Saturday 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Sunday 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Meet legendary comic guests like Andrew Petboy, Bart Sears, Bob Hall, Corinne Roberts, Dan Monroe, Danica Davidson, Paul D. Story, Randy Zimmerman, Roger Schultz, Scott Grosema, and Tim Seeley. They're all ready to sign, sketch, and share stories from your favorite comics. And that's not all. Rub shoulders with other special guests, including Blake Foster from Power Rangers, Daniel Logan from Star Wars, Hunter Dino from Power Rangers Dino Fury, Jason Douglas, the voice of Attack on Titan, Megan Shipman from My Hero Academia, Morgana Ignis from Hell of a Boss, Natalie Von Sistine from Dan to Dan, Tiffany Vollmer from Dragon Ball, Young Ye from Like a Dragon, Georgina Leahy, Christina Gailey, Christine McCulford, Jesse Milo Miles, Kristen Simmons, and the amazing Pink Opal cosplay. Dive into non-stop activities, thrilling panels and Q&As, autograph sessions, photo ops with stars, a massive exhibit hall packed with comics, merch, and collectibles, artist alley showcases, epic cosplay contests, gaming tournaments, kids zones for family fun, and so much more to geek out over. Don't miss this ultimate celebration of comics and pop culture. Grab your tickets now at grcomiccon.com. Prices start low with 3-day passes for the full adventure. We'll see you there, heroes.
What is Path of the Pale Rider? Oh yeah, Path of the Pale Rider is a Western apocalypse comic book series where death is broken. We're following a cowboy through the wasteland as he sifts through conspiracy theories trying to figure out what the heck happened. We don't have flesh-craving zombies. We have people whose soul didn't leave when their body died and their mind slowly rots. There's no magic bullet to the brain. There's no escape. You feel pain, you decompose, you lose your humanity. And by the way, this affects people, animals, insects, fish. So do you have like 5,000 questions about how this world works? So does everybody else.
Ozzy, what are you doing? Come and have a look at this lovely book that was sent over.
You're wrapping in the perpendicular.
Oh, go on and spit the bat out your mouth. No one can understand you like that.
Very nice. 6 out of 5 dentists and all.
Oh, well, that's not much better. Ozzy, why don't you sing to me? I can always understand you when you sing to me.
Oh, fucking my brains. What is this my publisher sent me? Inked in black with art so sweet.
If you missed the live viewing of any Meg production, you can find all our content on Roku or as a member of this channel. Madness Entertainment Group.